Oops, sorry.
Yep, it's okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Staff Gymnasium. I'm Dominic Damiano, joined by Nate Rollins and Miles Jackson as the fabulous trio give you another, hopefully, fantastic coverage. Of course, we're joined by the man, the director, Mike the Postman Simmons. And why is he walking back down here? I hope it's all good. All good? All right, so anyway, thank you. Guys, we got the 12-1. With the St. Mary's of Lynn ranked number 3 in the state in Division III, and of course going against our Brockton Boxers, ranked 12th in the state. Should be one heck of a broadcast.
Yeah, I look for a very exciting game, very challenging game for the Boxers because this St. Mary's team looks awfully big. So Brockton's going to be having a tough time and working hard to get rebounds, and I think that'll be the key to the game, Nate.
Yeah, I do, and this is a very experienced St. Mary's program. The reigning Division III state champions. They've been there. They've been in the biggest moments. They've captured the biggest of the big that they go for. This is going to be a really tough game for Brockton. We're going to find out what they're made of.
Their last loss was December 21st. Of course, in December, they lost, I'm referring to St. Mary's of Lynn. They lost to Ridge Community High School. And the last time we spoke of, anyone ever spoke of, at least in this area, of St. Mary's of Lynn is when they won the state championship, 71-40 over Watertown, capturing the Division III title. We have no scratches reported for St. Mary's. The only scratch we have for Brockton is John Francois. He is still out with a high ankle sprain, so that hurts having that big guy down low.
Yeah, you said the key word, hurts. That hurts Brockton as far as crashing those boards, so somebody's going to have to step up for the Boxers with his absence in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and you mentioned St. Mary's, that game against Watertown last year in that state title, and they bring back 2 of their biggest cogs in that game, David Brown Jr., the senior guard, and Omri Merriman, the senior forward. So they have 2 big players back this year in their lineup, and they're going to come out and they're going to fight hard.
Should be one heck of a game. For your starters for St. Mary's, and we're going to send this over to the public address announcer in about maybe 1 minute from now. I have it listed number 0, Anthony DeTerry, number 2, David Brown, number 5, Nick Sacco, number 20, Derek Collins, and number 35, Omari Merriman for the St. Mary's of Lynn.
Yeah, and St. Mary's, very experienced team. They're all senior starters, so Brockton's in for some real senior-type experience out there by the opponent.
Brockton coming off that very big win last Thursday. We had a chance to broadcast that. They're going to have to, the big man, it's going to be a lot of big guys, like Nate mentioned, as far as this, and you mentioned as well, this St. Mary Lynn team. They can take care of it down low.
They're very athletic.
Yeah, very athletic, and like I said, a big team, Nate.
All right, we're about moments away. We're going to turn over to the public address announcer. Guys, I'll be right back.
Before the start of the game, can we have all basketballs on the rack, please? Again, before we start the game, all basketballs need to be put on the rack. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting St. Mary's Spartans and your Brockton Boxers. Please do your part by showing respect to everyone involved in tonight's contest. A friendly reminder that student athletes play the game, coaches coach, fans support their team, and officials manage the game and sometimes make calls you may not agree with. With that being said, inappropriate behavior, language, taunting, or verbal criticism of coaches, players, and officials will not be tolerated and may result in your removal from the gymnasium. This game is being played according to the rules of the National Federation of State High School Associations. And now for tonight's starting lineups. Starting with the St. Mary Spartans. Number 2, David Brown. Number 20, Derek Calantris. Number 0, Anthony Dietra. Number 5, Nick Sacco. And number 35, Almeri Marion. And now, the starting lineups for your Brockton Boxers. Number 1, Cam Montero. Number 3, Jordan Fonts. Number 4, Deron Baker. Number 10, Braxton Baker. And number 20, Chidi Nwosu.
Hit at Nwosu.
At this time, I ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your favorite beverage ready, your popcorn, your Doritos, your cheese and crackers, whatever makes you watch it, whatever makes you watch this fantastic presentation as we give you this high school, I want to say Division I, but they're Division III, but they play like a Division I school.
They look like a Division I school.
They do. They really do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stand by for boys high school basketball. Again, Nate Rollins, Miles Jackson, I'm Dominic Damiano, joined by Mike the Postman Simmons. Ball tipped and won by Brockton. Now Montero working hard. Braxton Baker back in from that high thigh injury. Big plus for Brockton, Fonts now. There's a shot by Baker. That's off, ball tipped. And here comes Brown. Brown over to Merriman. Works it back down low. No look down low from Sacco off the glass.
Wow.
And in by Brown.
Yeah, caught Brockton sleeping on defense there.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
You notice that everyone watching the Lawrence game, if any good coach, they're watching the Lawrence game and how they trap Brockton at full court. That should be rule 101 to go against Brockton defensively. I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it's true. If Brockton does have trouble with that pressing defense, the coach got to call a timeout and figure something out.
Yeah.
Would like to welcome everybody watching on the greater Lynn area on the Brockton channel here on YouTube, and everyone back home on 1072 and also on the YouTube channel. That's off. Say it was last touched by Brown. So we'll have an inbound ball just underway here in the first quarter. And they're adding pressure right away. You can hear Coach Brown, David Brown, in his 9th year. Braxton Baker, nice move, but can't finish. His brother gets rebound, Devon Baker. Fonts for 3.
Can't leave him open.
No, not him.
Just like the last game against Wachusett. You give him the shot, he's going to hit it.
Second chance points.
Second chance points. Brockton's going to need a lot of those this evening.
Yes.
Using the speed down low and off the glass is Sacco.
It's out of position right there.
Yeah. I think he overplayed the defense and left the open man there.
Adding that press again. Over to Braxton. Break. Oh, Baker almost lost the ball. Smiley gets over to Montero. Now Montero, he gets double teamed. He uses Chitty Nwuso. Oh, nice. Fonts again for another look off the glass. That won't go, though. Rebound Braxton Baker off the glass won't go. Rebound Nwuso.
Wow. Nice job, Nwuso. Nice job by the freshman.
I
don't
can't
know how you
believe
got
he's
that.
a freshman.
Yeah.
Dom, you got 4 years to learn his name.
Yeah.
You'll get it eventually.
Eventually. That's a shot. That's off. Oh. See, last touch by St. Mary's. Adding the pressure right away. Chitty Nwuso almost lost the ball. Ball loose on the floor. Grabs it, gets over Braxton Baker, all the way up to his brother Devon Baker.
What's the call there?
What was the call? So what was the call?
What did he call?
He called 10 seconds?
He must
I
have.
think they're calling that some type of travel.
Tough break there for the Boxers. That looked like a sure two.
It did. It looked like it was coming out of his hands.
Now Sacco. Sacco trying to get down. There's a possible turnover as he couldn't hit Merriman.
That was good defense right there. Brockton players kept their hands up.
Yep.
Braxton Baker coming off that thigh injury. Gets it over to Fonts. Back to Baker. Baker moving. Covered by Dietra. Trying to make a move. His floater high. Too strong. Off the glass. Ball is loose.
Yeah, good call right there by the referee.
Yeah.
There were bodies banging. Definite foul there on St.
They're
Mary's.
going to call that on Sacco. His first team first.
Chitty reminds me of Joel Embiid. He really does.
Now off the inbound, here's Fonts, covered by Merriman. Moving the little man, that's blocked by Sacco. But Merriman comes up with the ball for St. Mary's, Lynn. Collins trying to make a move. Off the glass high, won't go. Rebound Sacco, back out. Smartly gets it over to Dietra. Dietra might try to move. Spins, stops, bounce pass, jump shot, Brown, no good. Rebound Brockton.
Strong rebound right there.
Yeah.
This is so important to have 3 officials on the
Yeah.
court with a game like this.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Very aggressive defense there by Nick Sacco for St. Mary's.
Off the inbound in the Brockton end. Braxton Baker sees trouble.
Now, see, that's one thing, that's one thing the Brockton players got to do. When the ball's passed to you, got to come to the ball.
Yeah, made the big man wide open down low.
Tough oversight right there.
Yep.
They had him open.
Braxton Baker, covered by Dietra, gets it over to his brother Devon Baker. There's a long jumper, hits. Man, he was close on that line, though.
Yeah, nice smooth jumper.
Was a nice shot.
Yeah.
Merriman trying to make a move, kicks it back out to Sacco. Sacco kicks all the Dietra for 3.
Yeah, St. Mary's doing a good job raising havoc when Brockton inbounds the basketball.
Yeah, they're playing very good defense.
They're really making Brockton work to bring that ball up.
Guys, Sacco checks out, and Martinez comes in for him from St. Mary's of Lynn. Oh, I thought Ken was going to try to hit that. Font's driving baseline. Let's see, it was out of bounds. Call that on Brown, his first, team second. Inbound in the St. Mary's end. Devon Baker kicks it to Montero, driving inside to Chitty, back out to Braxton Baker.
Oh, nice ball movement by the Boxers there.
Yeah, that was a nice feed. Wide open.
I thought the freshman would have put it right in, but he saw the open man out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dietra moves it back out for 3 as Martinez lets you know he's in the game. Cameron Montero trying to get out of trouble. He's going to try to drive.
Wow.
Devon Baker. That's off. Font's helped out. Chitty Nawusu with the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to call a blocking foul on the big man.
Oh, they're going to get done on Chitty.
Yeah, Nwosu was moving.
Yeah.
He didn't have his position.
Go Duke, go Duke. Hey, go.
As you can see, 2:36 left in the quarter. We're tied at 10.
Elbow.
And there's Brown, covered by Braxton Baker. Kicks it over to Dietra. Dietra now looking maybe for a cutter. Kicks it back out. That's Collins. Almost losing the ball, and Martinez can't control the ball. We got a Brockton turnover.
Yeah, great defense by Baker there.
Catch the ball.
That was just playing hustle defense.
Absolutely.
Braxton Baker. To the other side, read by Dietra, turnover. Here comes Anthony Dietra. Kicks a long shot, Martinez. That won't go. Ball loose. Dominic Hopkins now in the game.
Nice rebound right
Ooh.
there.
Gonna have a foul.
Yeah, Hopkins, he came right in with his lunch pail and went for those rebounds and got one really quick.
Yeah, you can't let the St. Mary's team get second chance points or even opportunities because they'll turn them into points.
They sure will. I've already seen, looks like 2 or 3 of those St. Mary players can got a smooth outside shot where they can hit that outside shot with no problem.
Then credit the Boxers for limiting the turnovers here early on.
Yes, that's key.
Yes.
Guys, Fonts checks out. Forts checks in for Brockton. Off the glass, 2-strong ball tip. Rebound St. Mary's. There's Brown. He's going to try to move. He's fouled and he gets it.
Wow. Great body control.
Yeah, that was a nice move right there. Up and under.
I was impressed how he got it off.
Yeah.
One in, let's go.
Okanobu checks in. And I didn't get that gentleman's number who checked out.
I think it was
5.
number 11.
3-5.
Oh, 35.
Mary Merriman checks out for St. Mary's. Thank you. Now Forts. He'll get double teamed, trying to move, trying to rotate. Right there, that's Brown. Brown with the turnover. Dietrich's shot. That's off. Ball loose, covered by Brockton. Montero. He might try to run himself. His floater hits.
Wow.
I mean, that's just the state of art.
Yeah, that was sweet touch right there. Nothing but net.
They move it around the perimeter. That was Martinez. Now the top of the key, that's Okanaba. Now to Dietra. I believe that's Collins now for the far baseline. That's loose, ball covered by Brockton. Forts, Montero, tied at 12. Rateau, too strong, ball loose. Forts gets it backed out, but he didn't see Martinez, who finished it. Oh, baby!
That was nothing but ball.
Nothing but ball.
Great defensive play by the senior for Brockton.
That was all effort right there.
If they called a foul on that, I would have went to the bathroom.
Me too. I would have followed you.
Oh, my God. What a great play. Off the inbound in the Brockton end, 35 seconds left. Dietrich for the baseline, hits.
Yeah, that guy's dangerous.
Yeah, you can't leave any space. Got to close out.
Cameron Montero. Fort's thinking about it. Driving, moving, bounce pass Rateau. Driving baseline, the littlest guy in the court.
Wow.
Finishes off the baseline.
Nice twist and move right there.
Yeah, St. Mary's got to step up on defense.
Last shot of the quarter. Losing the shot, we have a turnover. Forts, oh, he lost track of the clock. His head was down, but still, that's a change of possession. Good way to end the first quarter, gentlemen. 15-14 St. Mary's.
Well, the reason it's 15-14 is because Brockton's done an excellent job on both ends of the court as far as rebounds go. And they've been driving to the basket, making shots in the paint, but they've done a great job rebounding.
Yeah, rebounds, and they've limited the turnovers. Yeah, those two things have sort of shot them in the foot at times this year, the second chance points and the turnovers. And if you can eliminate one of the two or two of the two, you can hang with anyone.
That's right.
They definitely have the talent. And right now, we'll see how deep they want to go into their bench. But right now, they're hanging tough.
Yeah, you said one key thing right there. They haven't had a lot of turnovers. They've had some, but they've tried to do a good job. They've done a good job protecting the basketball for the most part.
Yeah, and I think foul trouble is going to be big with the Boxers, too. I don't know how deep they can go into that bench against the St. Mary's team tonight.
All right, gentlemen, we get ready to start the second half as the Spartans. They're going to go with Dietra. Looks like Brown, Collins. Let me see who else they got out there. Martinez, who just basically came off the bench halfway through this first quarter. He's fresh for them. For the Boxers going to go with Rateau. Make sure I get everyone's name right. Oh, I'm sorry, Alves, Hopkins, Forts, and, of course, Cameron Montero. And we're underway, gentlemen, in the second quarter.
Wait, Dion, go.
There's a baseline shot. That's off. In and out. Rebound. Cameron Montero got the ball stolen from him. Finishing off the glass is Collins.
Turnovers.
Yeah, Cameron's got to hold on to that ball a little stronger when he gets the rebound.
Rateau, they move it around good. Forts is thinking about shooting it. Works it inside. That ball's tipped. As Martinez goes in the way he has a turnover, here comes the Spartans. Now to the baseline. Now drive back out. He drives downtown. Rebound Forts. Here come the Boxers. See if they slow it down. No, he's going to drive all the way. Kick it baseline. There's Dominic Hopkins in a little bit of trouble. Looking for help. Kicks it back out to Montero. Montero's going to try to drive with a right hand. Floater won't go. Oh, almost went. I jumped the gun. Rateau was thinking three. He's going to try to kick it inside. The Elves and finishes.
That was a great play. Great pass by Rateau.
Yeah, that was a nice feed and a nice finish there by Alves.
I'm glad to see he was ready for that pass.
He sure was.
That kid's getting better and better.
Getting more playing time.
He's earning it.
Yeah.
Again, we'd like to welcome everybody in the greater Lynn area watching on the Brockton YouTube channel, and everybody back home on 1072 on Comcast and also on YouTube. Welcome. We hope you enjoy this broadcast of high school basketball. Nate Rollins, Miles Jackson, I'm Dominic Damiano, joined by Mike the Postman Simmons, getting it done. And we're underway. There's Brown now. Brown, Martinez, back to Brown. They work it around from Dietra. Top of the key, goes baseline. There's a shot.
That's all right. Good job. Let's go.
Rebound Alves. Over to Martinez, who gets bumped. And they're going to get Dietra.
Again, a great job on the on defensive boards right there by Alves.
Yeah, just a lazy foul there by St. Mary's.
Yep.
Good sign for Brockton. Braxton Baker checks back in, and Forts takes him. Well-deserved rest for Brockton. Rateau in trouble. He sees Martinez, and we're going to have a travel.
Yeah, he walked.
Hey, go Duke. Go Duke. Duke. Let's go, Duke.
Here comes the leader. Here comes David Brown.
You got plenty of shooters out there.
Up by 1. Kicks it over to Dietrich. Work it down. That's blocked.
All right.
That Montero again?
Yeah, he's got long arms.
Yeah, he does.
And he's great leaping ability, so that's a positive. That's a plus right there.
I'm joking. What's the over and under on block shots for Martinez this game? Off the inbound in the Brockton end. They work it around. Martinez gets it over to Merriman. Back to Brown. Moving. Floater inside, trying to finish, and they do.
Yeah, Hopkins just got caught out of position right there.
Exactly. He got caught out of position. And that doesn't happen too many times with Hopkins in the paint.
No.
Cameron Montero, long shot. That won't go. Dominic Hopkins there for Brockton on the offensive boards. Braxton Baker, he gets double teamed, kicks it over to Alves. Alves, the big man, trying to move, lost the ball. And we'll have a jump ball between Merriman and Alves.
Yep, possession goes to Brockton, I believe.
Mutombo checks in for the Spartans, and Dieter will take a well-deserved rest. Off the inbound, the big man.
That's what we've been waiting for.
I wish I could do that.
Yep, that's what we've been waiting for, Nate.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Oh, had a moment steal. Heads up play by Martinez trying to finish. And Mutombo finishes for the Spartans.
Yeah, nice recovery by the Spartans. Brockton almost had a steal.
Cameron Montero almost lost the ball. He's getting double teamed. Smart move, Braxton Baker over to Rateau. Montero got ball kicked, lost it. Mutombo right there's Devon Baker with a nice play. Braxton Baker, that ball stolen by Brown. Trying to finish. And there's a floater with the right hand, won't go. And we'll have a foul.
Nate, one thing I liked about that rebound by Nwosu is you can hear him grab it.
Yes.
I didn't really see that a lot early on in this season, but he's really, I'm sure the coach is emphasizing him. When you get to go get that rebound, put them big hands around that ball and grab it.
Yeah, that was a strong rebound. And
strong rebound.
Like you've been stressing, you didn't put it on the floor.
Didn't put it on the floor,
yeah.
Exactly.
Guys, that's Mutombo's first, the Spartans' 6th-team foul. Braxton Baker, Rateau, with a little floater, ran out of real estate, ball loose. They're going to say it was last touched by the Spartans, I believe. No, they're going to say it was last touched by Brockton.
Yeah, Rateau didn't like the call.
Sacco checks, Okanubu checks out. Sacco checks in for the Spartans. 4 minutes remaining in the half. Martinez, Merriman inside trying to finish and have a travel.
Still got good position, though,
Yeah.
down low. He just traveled, but the box is going to make an adjustment down there.
Yeah, Brockton definitely needs to make an adjustment. I've seen it too many times in this half. That particular type of play right there, and the forward is open.
Fonts now. Over to Devon Baker. Baker looking, gets it over to Bennett now. Bennett in the game. Trying to make a move. Oh, what a great move! Brandon Bennett.
That was a great move. Looked like Vinny the Microwave Johnson on that one because he's a strong kid. And Vinny was tough.
Too strong. Ball tipped. Ball loose. Covered by Brockton. There goes Braxton Baker. Thinking about finishing.
Oh!
Wow. City.
How about that?
Great ball control by Nwosu.
I taught him that.
I bet you did.
3 days ago, that kid had a fever and played on that in the Whitman-Hanson game and toughed it out. Now he's starting to come into his own at the perfect time for the Boxers.
Perfect time.
Guys, that's Mutombo's second, team 7th. Nate Rollins and Miles Jackson will break down the first half for you. He finishes the three-point play. As you can see, 3:12 left in the half. Detra trying to get out of the zone. Bennett almost had a steal. Trying to get out, that's Brown. Oh, and they're going to get Bennett on the foul.
Yeah, they're going to call body contact.
The officials are not messing around tonight, folks.
Yeah, Brandon Bennett's that in-your-face type of defensive player.
Yeah, how about the Boxers bench tonight, though? We saw it last game. They are just bringing out some of these guys that we really haven't seen a lot this year. Bennett, Alves, they're producing.
Exactly. And they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Great job by the Boxers causing that turnover. As Dietrich was on the line with 2:51 left in the half. Boxers up by 2. Bennett trying to make a move. Bounce over off the glass. Not enough. Ball tipped. Ball loose. Long pass. I believe they're going to say it was last touched by Braxton Baker. And Fonts thought the ball was touched by
I thought it was Brockton's ball, too.
Long shot, Dietrich. Hits.
That guy's been hitting all in this first half.
Yeah.
Been hitting them.
It's like the guy from Wachusett that last game.
Pure shooter.
Yeah, he sure is.
Now Bennett. Bennett over to Braxton Baker. They try to go the other side to Fonts. Fonts covered by Dietrich. Timeout, Brockton. Smart move by Coach DeBarros. He regroups with guys. 2:04 left in this half.
Yeah, like you said, great timeout right there. Coach DeBarros wants to get his team together. With 2 minutes left, he wants to make sure the offense knows what they're doing out there and get a good shot.
Yeah, make sure the offense knows what they're doing and know who's guarding Dietrich down the other end.
There's a good look at head coach David Brown, his 9th year, class of '89 at St. Mary's High School. And there's a look. I'm looking this way. I'm looking the wrong way. There's Coach DeBarros, also a Brockton High School grad, taking over the reins of a very, very impressive coach and Coach Bowen.
Joe, Dave got one, right?
So let me see. So, guys, St. Mary's is going to come out with Merriman, Dietrich, Sacco, Brown, and I'm going to say, yep, that's going to be Martinez, J.J. Martinez. Boxers are coming out with Nwosu, Devon Baker, Braxton Baker, Fonts, and Bennett, because they have to give Cameron Montero a little bit of break. So Devon Baker will inbound the ball right in front of us, and we're underway with 2:04 left. To the far baseline. Fonts thinking about moving, and they're going to get him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to get some duct tape and shut my mouth.
I don't know. I was a little skeptical, but,
He must have skipped those 2 feet.
Yeah.
All right, turnover, St. Mary's. They go wide. Merriman now in the Brockton end. His jump shot.
Yeah, that looked like a ticky-tack foul on Fort, excuse me.
Call that on
Yeah,
Bennett,
Fonz.
his second.
Oh, they
I
called on
believe.
Bennett. Wow.
His second, team fourth. And that'll put Merriman to the line. Hits the first.
David, you don't have to go crazy up front. You don't have to go crazy up front. David, the other side, David, the other side. Anthony's on that side. Stay in the middle for now.
Rebound Brockton. Braxton Baker covered by Dietra. Over to Fonts. Back over to Braxton Baker. Almost off a pick. Now Wusu thinking about it. We've seen him hit three before. Oh, threw a bullet to Von Baker over to Braxton Baker. Now he gets double teamed. Trying to move. Gets it over to Montero. 5 seconds on the shot clock. His floater won't go. Ball loose. Covered by Merriman of the Spartans.
You caught!
Brown, long shot for Merriman. In and out, won't go. Ball loose. Martinez with the rebound. Gets it over to Dietra. Back out to Merriman. Devon Baker almost had a steal. Dietra.
Jesus.
None but
That's 2
bottoms.
for 2.
Yeah,
I think he's 3 for 3.
he's 3 for 3. Yeah.
He had that one from the corner earlier.
He must have snapped it to the net so hard I didn't see it. They extend their lead to 5. Montero thinking 3. He has a clean look. That won't go. Rebound Spartans.
Nobody jumped on that rebound there, on that shot off the rim.
Yeah.
None of the Brockton players really went after it.
Right. They need a quick stop here before
Yeah.
that.
Wait.
Dietra thinking about driving. Brown's going to let the clock run out. And there's Martinez. They kick it around. 5 seconds. Trying to move. They're going to say lost the ball. It's going to stay Spartans ball, guys. Exactly 2 seconds left in the half. And like I said, Miles Jackson, Nate Rollins, they're going to break down this first half for you.
Get a body on Dietra. Oh,
Ball stolen, and that'll do it.
But great defense right there.
Yeah.
All right, after one half, your score. Spartans 28, Brockton 23, and I turn over to these two fine gentlemen.
Well, I tell you, Nate, I'm impressed with Brockton's bench. Just the way they've been hanging in there and kept Brockton up with this St. Mary's team. Very tough St. Mary's team, very focused when they throw that jump shot up there. They can hit that jump shot as well as drive to the basket, make some plays underneath. But Brockton's been doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, Brockton's bench has been huge in their just ability to spell some of these starters and take some of the load off them. We're seeing big minutes from Alves, Rateau, Bennett. I mean, they've come in and provided some quality minutes. And the thing with St. Mary's is they have a lot of guys that can score. Dietra's doing it now, but David Brown's kind of been a little bit quiet, and that worries me a little bit if I'm Brockton. They've done a really good job playing defense, but he can him and Merriman can take over a game at any point. So you got to watch them in the second half. They may have not had a huge first half, but they can take over in the second half, so be cautious there.
Yeah, but I tell you, I've been very impressed with the freshman center from Brockton, Nwosu, who's done a great job. He looks like he's really coming into his own, but they're going to need more help from him in that second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had a good first half there, and he's so aggressive on the offensive boards. There's this ability to put it back. You never feel like you're missing the shot when he's down there.
Exactly. Okay, now we'll turn it over to Dom out there. He's somewhere here in this basketball court.
Everybody, we're at the half. St. Mary's up 28-23. I'm going to have these young people introduce themselves.
Armani.
And you're on the baseball team?
Yep.
Young ladies?
Anaya. Liana.
Now you guys are in the, what do they call that? You guys in the acting club, or what do they call that at the high school?
Acting class.
Acting class?
Yeah.
Is that a lot of fun?
Yeah.
What's the most fun about it?
It's getting on stage in front of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys do it, do you guys do like movies and stuff like? I don't know, so I'm asking them quick.
We basically do like improv.
Okay.
Yeah, like improv skits, stuff like that. And like acting skills too. Like you can learn like different things about acting.
Nice. So that must be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you. I told you I was going to get you. All right, I'm going to talk to this baseball player. Thank you.
All right, bye.
All right, now, do I get another baseball player right here?
No, that's just Eddie.
Eddie, how's it going?
I'm good.
Eddie, you're on TV. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, how long have you been here?
How long I've been here?
1 minute. You just walked
I've been
in?
here for like 3 hours. I watched the freshman JV game.
Oh, yeah. So you don't play any sports at the high school?
Now I play basketball. I do track.
Oh, nice. What do you play at track?
I run the 200, but I used to run the 400. Like I did cross country in freshman year, but I kind of stopped for a while. But I'm about to start up again.
All right, I got to pick on the baseball player for a minute. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, so let's talk about this year's baseball team. How many guys are we missing this year?
We only lost 3 last year. We're looking good this year. A lot of juniors and seniors. A lot of 18 full of juniors and seniors this year. 18 men.
Oh, nice. How many do you carry in a regular squad?
16 to 18. Whoever is fit to do the job.
Nice. So, if you had your first captain's practice yet, get the guys together, where do you guys go to warm up?
We go Glen Tufts.
Oh, nice. That must be pretty cool.
It is good. All turfs to ourselves.
What do you think is going to hurt the team this year, if anything? I mean, just from a fan perspective.
I'm confident in all our men, but we need a lot of pitching, and we just all have to be in it together. Just all as a team got to work together. That's the only thing that's really missing from us.
Very good. Well, thank you for the time. It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
All right, we'll be back with the second half right after this. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're coming out of the halftime. The Spartans 28, the Brockton Boxers 23. I'll tell you one thing. If I could collect in the last 57 years every raffle ticket I ever made, I could build 3 houses, I think. And they would be mansions.
Well, at least you're supporting the school.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, I mean, I know you guys touched on a lot of aspects of what just went down, but what was the biggest thing that touched you two guys of what you saw so far?
Well, like I said, was the bench and the freshman player, Nuwosu. But I just thought about it. They're going to need a big second half from Montero. St. Mary's done a good job shutting him down for the most part. I think he's got a couple points, but he needs really to light it up in the second half.
Yeah, Montero on Brockton and David Brown here at St. Mary's, they've kind of canceled each other out a little bit in that first half. We talked about David Brown and we talked about Merriman. Brockton has to continue to do a good job on defense against those two.
Yeah, the state champions are exactly how they were written on paper. Last year's Division III champions with a 71-40 win over Watertown. Ranked 3rd in the state in Division III. Brockton Boxers coming into this game ranked 12th. And I know they go by strength of schedule, but what we already talked about, St. Mary's is the real deal.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure Brockton has a stronger schedule, but St. Mary's is the real deal. Division III, Division II, Division I. I think they could hang in any division that they put them in.
Absolutely. We're about 1:40 left. Left in this half. Again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching on the Brockton channel, on the YouTube Brockton channel in the Greater Lynn area, and all the Brockton faithful watching on the YouTube channel, the Brockton channel on YouTube, and of course right here back home on channel 1072.
Yeah, another thing Brockton's going to have to do, they're going to have to get in the face of number 0, Anthony Diera. If I'm pronouncing it right, he's been hitting a lot of shots in that first half, nothing but nets. So they're going to have to get in those Spartans' faces when they have that outside shot.
Yeah, just close out on him. You got to close out on him because, as you mentioned, 3 of 3 from outside the arc. You can't let him continue to hurt you shooting a 3.
All right, so there you go. There's the buzzer. Again, ladies and gentlemen, refill that beverage, get your popcorn ready, and stand by for second half action. Live from Staff Gymnasium at the Brockton High School complex as we play this game in the Victor M. Ortiz court.
Brockton's going to have to come out really aggressive, make some things happen, some steals, some rebounding on defense. And get back into this game, and they're only down 5 points. But let's get it back up there, about tie this game and move ahead.
All right, so we will have an inbound ball. It'll be Spartans ball because Brockton obviously won the tip-off. The Spartans are going to go with Dietra. It looks like Dietra this time. They got Sacco back out there. He's fresh. Merriman. You got to have Collins out there. And, of course, you're going to have the man that makes it all run, number 2, David Brown for the Spartans. For the Boxers, they're going to go with number 4, Dietrich Devon Baker. Braxton Baker, number 10, Fonts, Cameron Montero, and Nowuso, excuse me. Working inside, Brown. Merriman has a look. That's off. Rebound, Nowuso. Here comes Montero. Getting down by 5, starting this second half. Braxton Baker thinking about going around Dietrich, gets it over to Fonts. Fonts driving, moving, off the brim, won't go. Rebound, the Spartans off the glass, and he's fouled.
Ooh, that was a hard fall by Montero.
Yikes.
Gets up a little slow, but I think he's going to be okay.
Guys, that's Fonts' first, team first, as we start early in the second half.
A good way to start the second half if you're St. Mary's.
Fonts does a good job driving into the lane on offense.
Rush the shot a little bit.
But because of his size, I think he needs to try to dish it off to somebody, because there's a lot of big guys on St. Mary's that can, give him a tough time underneath.
They go full court press again. Merriman almost had a steal. Fonts recovers. Braxton Baker was thinking of hitting a 3. He gets double teamed. Nowuso, he drops back. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound, Spartans. Now Dieter leading the attack. Gets over works it down low. Montero steps in front of that. He's going to think about finishing. And that's blocked.
It's that Brown against Montero matchup.
Let's see who they call that on. They call that on Chidi Nowusu, his team second, here in the second half. So we got an inbound ball in the Brockton and just underway in the third quarter. Off the inbound. Oh, Braxton Baker with a nice steal. See if the Boxers can capitalize. Braxton Baker now. Get over to Fonts. Fonts in that far baseline. He's going to walk it up over to Montero. Covered by Dietra. Trying to move. His last shot, he got blocked. There's a shot by Baker. In and out, won't go.
Tough break there for Baker.
Yeah. It did everything but go in.
Did everything but go in.
Now Brown. Brown trying to go around Fonts. He uses his speed. His high floater won't go. Sacco on the rebound and finishes.
Tough job there by Sacco. Great hustle. Made the shot. Chance for a three-point play right here. Boxers got to stop the bleeding. They're down by 10.
Yeah, they're in danger territory right now.
Fonts checks out. Forts checks in for the Boxers. Sacco trying to finish a three-point play, and he does. Nowusu checks out. Dominic Hopkins checks in. Cameron Montero. Braxton Baker. Force was thinking. He's going to drive. Kicks it back out to the baseline. Devon Baker now. Back to Montero. Driving, moving up the glass. Won't go. Rebound. Forts had it. Let's say it was last touched by. Let's see who gets the inbound ball. They're going to say it's last touched by the Spartans. Okay. Off the inbound in the Spartans' end. Braxton Baker, Forts sees 3. Hits.
Yeah, big shot right there. They needed that for just morale purposes.
Yeah, that was a good sign right there.
go, Andy, go.
Dietrich, they go full court press. Brown. Brown trying to get out of traffic, gets out for Merriman. Merriman. Off the jumper, off the glass, hits.
Yeah, he did a nice job using the glass. Kissed it right off. Good offensive rebound.
Brockton has definitely worked on getting out of that press in practice, you can tell. There's a floater off the glass.
Wow.
By Baker.
I thought I saw some contact a little bit, but
Yeah, it looked like it from here, didn't it?
when he went in the air, it looked like there was some body contact.
Merriman inside the Sacco.
Yeah, I think they're gonna call it travel.
I think we have a travel on that. I didn't catch his body English on that change of possession. Nevertheless, Brockton ball. Just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Montero now.
Top. Drop, Anthony, drop. Top. Squeeze.
Baker now trying to look for some of Dominic Hopkins. Montero for three.
Wow.
Good. Nice shot there. And that's what he's got to do. He's got to start shooting that ball.
Yeah, he's that open. Why not, right?
Yes, when he's that open, shoot the rock.
Brown. Dietrich tried to get Sacco.
Good defense right there.
Right now the Boxers have the Spartans off kilter. They got to take advantage of it.
You're exactly right. They must take advantage by putting some points on the board.
Baker. Braxton Baker almost lost the ball to Brown. Brown read that pass. Couldn't finish the play. Now Braxton Baker runs a floater.
Oh!
Wow.
Right, kissed it right off the glass.
Brockton adding their full court press. Baker in trouble. Brown in trouble. Gets over to Merriman. Trying to drive it. Blocked by Hopkins.
Yeah. Great timing by Hopkins.
Absolutely excellent timing there. Timed that leap perfectly.
Perfectly. Brockton has stepped up their defense a little bit these last few minutes.
J.J. Martinez now in the game for the Spartans. There's a long shot. Dietrich, that's off. Ball tipped. Covered by Montero, almost lost it. Gets it over to Brown. Braxton Baker. Excuse me. Braxton Baker. Cameron Montero sees three again.
That's what they got. Cameron's got a hit in the second half.
Sure does. We got a tie game.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. The Boxers are on a run here in the third quarter. Martinez lost the ball, gets it over to Dietrich. Dietrich to Brown. He's thinking three. That's off. Dominic Hopkins. Montero, floater right hand, too strong. Ball loose. And I think we'll have a jump ball.
That was a great job by Hopkins battling for that offensive rebound.
Yeah, just a scrappy play and all effort.
Very scrappy.
Possession error goes in favor of the Boxers with 2:57 left in the third quarter, tied at 36.
Oh,
Dietrich with the steal. Bounce pass in front. The Sacco finishes
beautiful.
for the Spartans.
Diaria, great job there.
just a tough turnover right there.
It was a tough turnover.
Braxton Baker. Devon Baker. That's off. Ball tipped. Oh, Forth smartly almost had it. Brown there. And we're going to have a reach foul.
Fort's got to hold on to them offensive rebounds. He's really got to grab that rebound. Can't tap it because you got a big team you're playing against. If you tap it up, somebody else, one of them are going to grab it.
But he's trying to find line there with not going over the back. So he was in a tough position right there. But I do see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did a nice job by not fouling.
Yeah.
Now the Spartans in trouble. Dietrich thinking about moving. He gets double teamed. Now Brown.
Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, you can hear it over here.
Block on Montero. His first, team fifth. Forts checks out. Brandon Bennett, the workhorse, checks in for Brockton. Timeout Brockton. And now I can tell you we got a nice camera angle of Coach DeBarros. As we go in that timeout, I finally got something right.
Yeah, I saw, let me see, Deron Baker, he was kind of limping out. I'm not sure what's wrong with Deron, but.
Something to definitely monitor going forward.
.2:14 left. Brockton was cutting the lead, actually tied the game. Worked hard most of the score to tie the game. Now they're only down by 2.
Yeah, Brockton's had a pretty good third quarter, especially in the middle of that third quarter. They kind of turned it on, pressed hard, caused some turnovers, and got some baskets back to bring this, like Dom said, only a 2-point St. Mary's lead at the moment.
Get an update out of town score. East Bridgewater has beaten Cohasset 43-42 in East Bridgewater. So that's a big.
Is that
that's
boys?
a big win for the boys. Yep. So that's a big win for the Vikings. Inbound pass in the Brockton end. Brown. Brown gets that over. That's J.J. Martinez. Works it out far side. Brown sees 3. Won't go. Ball tipped. Ball live. Hopkins finally grabs it.
Wow. Hopkins battled for that ball.
That was sweet.
And Alves lost the ball.
Push.
They had it. They couldn't finish it. Now in transition, here come the Spartans. Brown. Merriman thinking about shooting. He kicked to the far side. That ball off the Brown. Get it back out to Merriman. Dietrich for 3. Off the rim won't go. And here comes Brendan Bennett. Bennett now. Braxton Baker. Won't go. Rebound loose. Alves with the ball. Great job. Bennett now. He'll go right downtown. Kicks it back out to Dominic Hopkins. Won't go. Ball loose. Covered by the Spartans.
Boxers could have used a couple of points there.
They could have. They got a couple good looks, too.
Yeah.
Merriman trying to drive. Stops.
Travel. Great defense there again by the big man.
Yeah, Merriman tried to do it, but you know what? You're going to walk like that on the airplane. You're checking that luggage.
Yeah. Hopkins playing great defense while he's out there. He's just playing great defense, making it harder for the St. Mary's players to put it in the basket.
Hopkins has been very impressive this game.
A minute left. Cameron Montero sees something inside off the glass.
Nice movement there by Baker.
Yeah.
Without the ball. Move right to the basket.
Dietrich trying to finish. Lost the ball. Can't get it. Ball loose. Hopkins trying to do something. Gets it over to Montero. Tied at 38. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Hopkins for 3. That's short. Ball loose. Tipped. Bennett now. Off the boxer for the rebound. He's going to try to drive. His jumper.
Bang!
Wow, nice shot right there.
Little shake and bake.
Brown now leading the Spartans attack with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Brockton up by 2. Going to try to drive around Alves, using speed up the glass, and he does, and he's fouled. That was just God-given speed.
Speed was right there. Drove right to the basket, put the boosters on, went right by the big man and caught him on, and he was caught on the head with a foul.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but I saw Alves commit too close to the player, and then it was all that God-given speed and then the talent off the glass.
Exactly.
Guy that fast, you got to give him some room so you can read him. Finishes the three-point play. Nice idea.
That would have brought the crowd to their feet.
So the Spartans have regained the lead at the end of the third quarter, 41-40. Guys, this has played out exactly how we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, Brockton has really stepped up on their defense and really gotten aggressive on their offense, and that's why they're back in this ball game.
Yeah, and Dominic Hopkins has been huge for them. on the defensive end. Just bringing that aggression that they really need, limiting those second chance points. He has been absolutely huge tonight.
Yeah, he's done a great job while Nwosu has been out getting rest. He's just come in and bought his lunch pail and done a great job.
I'd like to see them both on the court together.
Yeah.
I really would.
Again, we'd like to welcome everybody listening and watching, of course, on the Brockton YouTube channel in the Greater Lynn area as you look at Coach DeBarros getting the troops ready to start this fourth quarter. And, of course, all the Brockton faithful watching on the Brockton channel, the YouTube on the Brockton channel. And everybody back home, of course, in Brockton on channel 1072. Welcome, everybody. I know one thing. I keep on reminding people to get their favorite beverage and snack. Mine would be empty right now.
Yours is always empty.
All right, here we go. 41-40 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. And we're underway. Brown over to Dietrich. Dietrich sees three. Won't go, ball loose. Oh, almost had a miscommunication between Montero and Al.
That was close.
Every rebound, there's two boxes right there
look.
fighting for it.
Oh!
Nice job by Al, moving without the basketball.
Absolutely.
Nice little feed to him. Made the shot and got fouled. Chance for a three-point play.
Mr. Alves has a chance to extend the lead with a three-point play. Ball loose, tipped. Covered by Martinez, over to Brown, back to Martinez in the Brockton end. Dietrich thinking baseline, cuts it in. Miscommunication, but Dietrich's there. He was close to being on the line. Merriman loses the ball. Here come the Boxers. Bennett for three.
Big shot. Bennett just reminds me of Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Let's see him heat up.
Lost the ball, Bennett.
Nice play by Hopkins.
They're going to say Brockton called the timeout when Bennett had possession of the ball.
Yeah, that was an excellent timeout by the coach, DeBarros. Seeing that his player was in trouble, called the timeout exactly when it should have been called out.
Yeah, another nice play by Hopkins. All effort to keep that ball going here.
Yeah, Hopkins stepping up his game as the rest of these boxers are to try and pull one out of here at Staff Gymnasium.
7:01 guys left in the game. Brockton has come back to extend now their lead to 4. As you can see, everybody watching on TV, 45-41 Boxers. And probably one of the best high school matchup games, again, that we've seen here at Staff Gymnasium. We've seen so many great games, so many great high schools come in this year. It's been our absolute pleasure to bring it to you on Brockton Community Access TV Sports. Big shout out to Mike the Postman Simmons getting it all done for us.
Yes, sir.
He still owes me a pizza though.
I'm sure he'll deliver.
Oh, I had to bust his chops. Everyone's Lynn liking. What's he on, my pizza? All right, inbound ball. We're underway here in the fourth again. Bennett. Braxton Baker. Bounce pass, gets it over Montero. Brown almost stole it. Bennett. Alves finishes.
How about Alves? He came to play tonight, huh?
Sure did. That was a nice job by Bennett. Little touch pass up top.
This bench has been awesome.
Trying to get out of the press. Okanuba, we're going to have a foul. We'll call that on Hoppy. Dominic Hopkins, his second. Team seventh. So right now, as you guys know, St. Mary's is now in the single bonus.
Yeah, Brockton's playing that smothering defense, and that's why they're in the bonus. But it's paid off as far as offensive points from the defense, great defensive play.
The impressive part, the Boxers are in the penalty, and they have a 5-point lead, now a 4-point lead with 6:32 left. Now Bennett. Brockton has to answer right now. Tries to get down line. Montero going to have a reaching foul.
Yeah, that really wasn't a smart foul right
Brown
there.
second, team second here in the second half. Braxton Baker off the inbound. In front of his own bench, there's Brandon Baker. Works it over to Montero. Montero, he gets double teamed. Alves and Dietrich reads that right. On to the far side, Sacco finishes.
Got to get back.
Yeah.
Braxton Baker thinking about hitting. He stops, looks for help. Cameron Montero. To the far side, Bennett inside the Alves. Gonna have another foul.
Yeah, he was all over his back. Good call.
That's on Sacco, his second, team third.
Almost to play Alves. Wish they didn't call a foul because he was catching that and spinning right to the hoop.
Dion Okanubu takes a well-deserved rest. Off the inbound. In the Spartans' end, Braxton Baker, Alves finishes and he's fouled.
Nice job by Alves again.
Coach DeBarros is pumped up on the sideline.
Handling that ball pretty well in the paint for a big man.
Absolutely. Bench has really been the difference in this one for the Boxers. It really has.
This kid has a chance to complete another three-point play. And he does. Brockton puts their full court press to work. Brown trying to get out of his own end. He needs help. Trying to come up with it. Martinez
Bennett
almost lost the ball. Brendan Baker with another steal over to Montero. Baker, that's too long. Dominic Hopkins with help, looking. Ball loose, all the way out. They get a fresh 30-second clock, a 35-second clock.
Bennett wants it.
Baker floater.
Oh! Ho, ho! Ho, ho! Wow. That was a definite floater. That was a sky floater.
Yeah, that was sweet.
J.J. Martinez inside. Sacco.
Oh, come on. They're not going to call.
I don't think so.
Come on.
They're going to call a foul.
Unbelievable.
That's
Tough break.
That's a tough call right there.
Yeah. All I saw was hand on the ball.
Right.
They're going to call that on Alves. His first, team eighth. Sacco to shoot a couple.
That was just excellent defense right
Yeah,
there.
it was. Hits the first, they'll go to the line again.
St. Mary's excellent free throw shooting team.
If you love the halftime breakdown of the first half, you're going to love the finale as Nate Rollins and Miles Jackson will break down the game as Sacco hits both of them. Here comes Brendan Baker. Brendan Bennett, excuse me. Now to Bennett. There's Montero, covered by Dietrich, trying to move, kicks it back out. Braxton Baker, you're going to have a foul.
That was close.
That's
I thought he was going to call it travel.
His second. Oh, they're calling that on Brown. I got it as, 0, thank you. Dietrich, his second. I gave the wrong guy the foul on my cheat sheet. Cameron Montero. Over to Braxton Baker, covered by Dietrich. They're playing zone, as everyone can see. Bennett now, trying to make a move, kicks it back out to the top of the key. Timeout, Brockton. Coach saw something he didn't like. He might actually saw something he could take advantage of, too.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach DeBarros. They've got a, 5-point lead with 4:25 left. Still a lot of time. I'm sure he wants to emphasize to his team, you guys got to keep playing 110% out there, especially on defense, and fight for that rebound on offensive end.
Yeah, you're up by 5, 4:25 left. Get it right on offense. Get the shot you want and be prepared. If the shot doesn't fall, have a plan getting the back on that defensive end.
Right, and with less than 5 minutes left, another key is you got to protect the basketball. Try to limit your turnovers as best as possible because that's so important. Because if you turn it over, this St. Mary's team is bound to come down and get some points out of it because they're that good of a team.
Right, and turnovers are one thing, but stupid turnovers are another thing.
Yeah.
Limit those stupid turnovers.
Those, yes.
Turnovers happen, but just don't do anything that you shouldn't. Don't do anything goofy.
Yeah.
Take care of the basketball.
Take care of the basketball.
As reported earlier on Brockton TV Sports, South Shore League, East Bridgewater has beat Cohasset 43-42 in boys basketball.
Sound like a good game.
Off the inbound. Bennett. Oh, Baker almost lost the ball. You can't do that in a close game like that. Alves is thinking about using him. Hopkins. That won't go. Gets his own rebound. Moves inside, and he's fouled.
Again, Hopkins showing his value coming off the bench.
Yeah, definitely the best game of the year I've seen from Hopkins tonight.
Well rested Omari Merriman, we're getting ready to check in. Did I say that right? All right. Omri, thank you. That was a good kid, huh?
How many there I got? 4?
So now that's the 6th team foul for the Spartans. Hits the next one. Lead is 6. J.J. Martinez up to Brown. Brown covered by Bennett. Tries to work it out. Merriman, his shot. That's blocked. Trying to finish. Right place. Nice try by Sacco.
Well, nice job by
Nick Sacco, number 5. You cannot leave him down low. He doesn't give up for the Spartans.
And he's strong, too.
Oh, my God,
he's a very strong player down there.
That's like the 4th time we've seen him doing that second half.
Yeah, nice job by Hopkins.
Oh,
he caused that turnover right there by the hustle.
Absolutely. Montero now. Devon Baker now in the game. Martinez thinking 3, trying to move. Gets it over to Devon Baker. Devon trying to move, 5 baseline. Braxton Baker won't go. Ball loose, covered by the Spartans.
See, that's the second time it's gone in and out. Remember at the end of the first half, one of those
J.J.
he
Martinez
launched.
trying to make a move. Stops, over to Brown. Brown, Devontae now to Brown. There's a long shot. Ball loose. Montero with it.
Nice defense by the Boxers. 2 guys right on him with that shot.
Bennett trying to move. Kicks it 5 baseline. They're working around. Montero was thinking about it. Kicks it back to the out 5 baseline. Now moving is Braxton Baker. We're going to have a push.
Yeah, that was a good call right there. A lot of body contact. They look like a couple of linemen out there blocking each other.
I'm going to call that Braxton Baker. His first team 9th. 1 away going into the double bonus. And now Detra. Detra gets by. Merriman, his jumper. Ball loose. Alves with the rebound for Brockton. Brendan Bennett. Bennett over to Braxton Baker. Trying to go around Brown. Moving. Back to Brown. Back to Baker, from his brother, who was set down low. Now Montero trying to go around Dietrich, trying to make a move. Kicks it back on. Devon Baker.
Bang. Big shot right there. Big shot.
Guys, Coach Brown has seen enough. He's going to try to regroup his troops here.
Yeah, that's Deron Baker's side right here on the right-hand side in the corner. He likes that shot. He feels comfortable with it, and he should take it if he's open.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw right there why he should take it. I mean, that was a big-time shot. That might be the dagger in this one. We'll see.
It definitely can be the dagger as long as Brockton protects the basketball. Don't, like you said earlier, don't make any stupid plays or stupid turnovers.
And don't forget, gentlemen, Miles Jackson and Nate Rollins, they're going to wrap this game up as you have a fresh look. This time I'll get it right. As Coach David Brown, graduate in '89 at St. Mary's, in his 9th year leading the helm for the Spartans.
Yeah, he's done a good job with this team.
He really has. I know one thing, the way they cheer on, a lot of people are going to confession.
Oh, yeah, I have to agree with that.
2:15 left in the game. Off the inbound, Brown. All the way up to Dietrich for a long shot. In and out, won't go. Ball tipped. Brandon Bennett gets it up to Elves. Oh, a steal. Nice play.
Yeah, it was a beautiful play.
By the Spartans.
Tough break for the Boxers. Great defense, and they couldn't capitalize.
Sacco again right there. He's been there all game. Timeout, Spartans, guys. 1:50 left in the game now.
Yeah, Brockton's got to finish off those plays. They can ill afford not to finish it off and then have St. Mary's come back down and put 2 points in.
Right, especially against the St. Mary's team that has been able to make the shot from outside the arc. So if we get late in the game, a costly mistake can lead to a 3 down the other end, and then all of a sudden you're talking about a one-possession game, so you got to watch out right now.
Right, St. Mary's is the type of team, if they can capitalize on any turnovers that Brockton might make, so Brockton has to play tough offense in securing that basketball and trying to take a shot, get a shot in.
And don't rush a shot. You got 150 left, but let the shot clock wind down a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, here we go as we come out of this timeout. Boxers are going to go Montero, Bennett, Alves, and both Bakers, Brendan and Devon. Braxton and Devon, excuse me. Off the inbound, they go full court press. Bennett all the way up to Alves. Trying to finish, but he's fouled.
It was a big foul.
Yeah, it was. Almost looked like, I'm going back now, Kevin McHale slamming Kurt Rambis down on the floor in the championship game, Lakers Celtics.
You are going back, huh?
I'm old school. And this is another critical now that the Boxers make their free throws. I mean, it's critical. Under 2 minutes left, you've got the lead, you want to keep the lead.
Yes.
Hey, go, Duke. Push, let's go. Push. Rebound.
There we go. There we go. Now they got Nuoso back in the game.
So the next game for the Boxers, they're going to go play Hingham on Sunday at 1:30. And on Friday night, the Spartans will go visit Bishop Fayette. There's a nice play and a nice finger roll.
Oh, beautiful finger roll.
Off the inbound. Braxton Baker. Sinking 3. That's tipped.
Got to get back. You got to get there.
Merriman.
Oh,
he's fouled.
boy.
St. Mary's pouring it on here in these last few minutes. They're definitely back in the game.
Oh, they sure are.
That one in. 155, right? No, 53.
So Merriman will shoot a couple with 1:21 left. No, actually finished a three-point play. He doesn't. Rebound. Nwusu's back in the game.
I think there, what's got to happen when the big man gets the rebound.
Got a big break.
Yeah, when the big man gets the rebound, the guard's got to go to the big man.
Got to help him out.
You got to help him out, especially when he has a defensive man on him. You got to come to the ball and look and ask for the ball.
Off the inbound. Inside. Nothing there. Ball loose. Tipped. Let's see who they call that on.
Yeah.
That was just tough, aggressive, offensive rebounding by St. Mary's. Boxers need to be a little bit more aggressive in these waning moments.
So the rest of the way, the Spartans are going to be in the double bonus. The Boxers are in the single bonus. And that last one was on Brendan Bennett, his third. Nowusu checking in with his third foul, 3 fouls, but you might as well let the kid finish out. Hits the first. He has a chance to make this a 2-point game. Hopkins checks back in. J.J. Martinez to try to make it a 2-point game.
This is like the JV game earlier, huh?
Yeah.
That was an exciting finish.
Oh, my God.
He hits. Braxton Baker trying to get it over the full court. He does.
Nice move.
Brendan Bennett over to Braxton Baker. Montero trying to use the clock.
Don't throw it away.
Off his hand, won't go, ball loose. Brown now. Brown thinking about moving.
Oh!
I'm gonna say a foul on the floor. I'm gonna call that on Bennett again, his 4th.
That was just a tough break at the other end for the boxes.
And then you knew St. Mary's was going to rush it down the court, try to get that 2-for-1.
You just knew. Pretty quick
David
guard.
Brown has a chance to tie the game with 47 seconds left. Hits the first.
This guy looks automatic so far.
He does.
Bennett out, Fonts in for Brockton. Hits them both. We're tied at 57. Now Fonts possibly trying to set up the last. No, they're going to. And that is the last timeout for Brockton High School in the game.
Yeah, there's an 11-second difference between the shot clock and what's left, the time left in the game. So St. Mary's will have a chance with the ball again.
Right, we haven't seen much of Fonts in this game, actually in this half.
In the second half,
so
yes.
He's looking to get his shooters out there, a couple shooters, couple big men. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, when he brought Fonts back in, I said he's looking for that offense.
Yep.
So the schedule goes like this. The next game, the Spartans will go visit Bishop Fia next Friday night. This Friday night? This Friday night. So they're on the road again. Brockton goes visit Hingham, and they go see the Harbormen at Hingham at 1:30. Tied at 57, gentlemen. Again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching in the Greater Lynn area on the Brockton YouTube channel. And, of course, the Brockton faithful always watching on the YouTube channel. And, of course, on channel 1072 here in Brockton.
David, you got to help a lot on Derek. Derek, stay in front of him. Make him beat you.
Boxers are going to come out with Montero, Braxton, Devon Baker, Dominic Hopkins, and Fonts. Spartans are coming out with Colon, Dietra, Brown, Sacco, and J.J. Martinez off the inbound. Braxton Baker. Can hear the faithful. Montero trying to move. Fonts.
Yes! Yes!
There he is. Speak of the
Timeout.
devil.
Timeout. The little guy does it again.
And I tell you, great coaching right there.
Absolutely.
That was a great coaching chess move that Coach DeBarros did right there by putting in the little guy.
That was an awesome call by Coach DeBarros and a big-time shot there by Fonts.
Big time.
But it's not over.
Oh, far from over.
I know what it was. When they were warming up before the game, I made sure I said hello to Jordan Fonts. That's how that worked out.
Got the magic touch. Now, Brockton has to play good defense. Don't foul if they shoot a three-pointer.
Right.
if they go for 2, play the great defense. But you know they're going to go for 3 because they're down by 3. So don't foul. Play good defense out there on the perimeter, but don't foul.
Yeah, 14 seconds left. Yeah, you definitely don't want to foul 14 seconds left.
Because if you foul and he hits the shot, he has a chance to win the game.
Maybe if you get it down to, say, 2 seconds, maybe foul. Because then they're
foul,
foul before the shot.
Before the shot.
Before the 3, absolutely.
If they go, you're right. If they're going for the 3, and like you said, when it gets down to 2 or 3 seconds, foul.
And they got all
right,
good free throw shooters in here right now, too, Brockton. So.
Off the inbound. 10 seconds.
Ooh.
Merriman. Won't go, ball loose. Turn around, ball loose again, Hopkins.
Wow.
And he's fouled.
Oh. Wow.
Again, Hopkins brings his lunch pail every time he comes out on the court, and his job is to get rebounds.
And how about Fonts fighting for it in the corner? Never giving up.
Never giving up. Fonts, great job there, going up sky high for that ball.
What a great game to call, guys. Dominic Hopkins on his way to the foul line.
Well, I tell you, this is a well-earned victory by the Brockton Boxers, and a well-coached game by Coach DeBarros.
Yeah.
A couple of chess moves there he made
Hits the first.
in the last few minutes.
Right after this, Nate Rollins, Miles Jackson, they're going to wrap this game up. And that'll do it. Your final score, Brockton 61. St. Mary's Spartans 57. Guys, I'm going to go grab the coach. I'll turn it over to you gentlemen right now.
Well, I tell you, Nate, Boxers earned this one. It was a tough win, but they came out on top. They kept their composure out there. Coach DeBarros called the timeouts when necessary to guide his team to victory here. Give a lot of credit to the bench. They came out of there and did a great job. The big man, the freshman, Nwosu, did a great job. And, of course, our man right there at the end, Dominic Hopkins, did a great job, too. And it was nice to see Montero step it up there in that second half.
You know what I call this? I call this a complete team effort. This was a team win for the Boxers. Everyone out there played a part in this game.
Yeah, everybody out there.
Everybody out there.
Yeah, great. Yeah, perfect. Team effort. So, like you said, team
absolutely.
effort. So, another victory for the Boxers. This puts them up to 7 wins and 4 losses. Right now, they're ranked 12th in Eastern Mass. So, sky's the limit for the Boxers.
They're hitting their stride. Whitman Hanson, Wachusett, big win over here against St. Mary's. Going to have a tough one against Hingham, but the Boxers have finally hit their stride this season. I really like how they're playing. I really like how deep they've become. They've become a very deep team. They're going to be tough to knock out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Their bench play has been excellent the last few games. They've given their starters rest, and they've done a great job staying with the team or even taking the lead. Okay, so I think we're just about ready for Dom over there to talk to his team, talk to some of the Brockton team there. So we'll turn it over to Dominic.
Take a quick picture. Oh, let me get out of the picture for a second. I don't want to break the camera, Coach.
I don't either. That's why I'm not in there. Give me spot.
All right, Coach.
Right there, guys. Try it.
Coach, great job.
Try it.
All right, I got 4 stars, 5 stars of the game, and I'm going to take all the credit because when Fonts was warming up, I made sure I said hello to him. So I'll take the credit for the big win. But, guys, what do you contribute this win to? I saw a hustle. We talked about a couple of games ago, you know, if Coach sees you sweating, he's going to take you out. You guys played as a team. I still think your little brother's a little better than you. No, I'm only kidding.
That's fine with me.
But what do you guys think? You came in like a workhorse, and you did what you had to do when you got your minutes. And you guys got it done. So I just want to go down the line real fast and get your comment, you know, your opinion on what it cost, what it took you guys to win.
I think our energy there was here today, collectively as a team.
Yep.
And together we all wanted it. So I think energy started with energy today.
What about you, young man?
I think that there was great communication. Everybody played together, you know, passing the rock and then find open shots and taking it. Just shoot the ball. We played excellent.
Has he missed a free throw since he went to the charity stripe yet? I don't think so either. No, I don't want to say. I don't want to put too much pressure on this guy right here. What do you think, Kim?
Honestly, I started off the game very slow. Well, today just wasn't my day scoring, but I know I could trust my teammates. So definitely kicking the ball to my open teammates. My teammates definitely held it down today. Definitely.
Absolutely. Devon, you came in, you worked like a workhorse. Total team effort today when you were out there. What's your opinion on how this game transpired?
Coach gave us a game plan. He adjusted to it at halftime. It was up to us to just keep the energy. Coming in at half, we already knew what we had to do. Coach told us that this is our game. This is our game to win. We don't lose at home. That's all.
There you go. Right. And then you came off that big thigh injury. You limped off, and I know they probably saw it in the tape.
That's right.
And you acted like there was nothing wrong. You played your game. How did you feel during that, especially the last crunch time?
I felt like I had to play through for my team. I'm glad we could all play together and play well. Coach said that people see Brockton and they see when we get down, we start arguing and stuff. But today we showed that we was a team and we worked very hard to get this done.
Absolutely. Coach, what was the biggest thing you wanted to get done, accomplish, not just the win, but make sure they understood what it took to win this game?
Honestly, Dom, biggest thing that we talked about in the locker room and just this week, attitude and effort. Attitude and effort, and they showed great attitude and effort and just persevering. That's a tough coach, St. Mary's team. And to win that game like that just shows you how guys are trusting each other. That was a great pass by Cam to Jordan. But even before that, Debo hitting that shot right over here in that corner. I mean, listen, we keep telling him, hey, man, the shot will go down. And the fact that he shot it, so proud of him. Yeah. Brandon's been so patient on the bench. And again, the way that he came in and just helped us out with energy. And then these two guys over here, I can't say enough, Cam and Braxton, just playing fantastic for us. I mean, hey, I'm just proud of the team as a whole, man, as a whole. So I'm very, very happy for them.
All right, these guys improved to 7-4. They're ranked probably now 10th in the state. We'll catch you next time. Everyone have a great week.
Yeah.
Good luck, kid.